Hi everybody and welcome back. Or perhaps this is the first time you're seeing my ugly mug, so in which case head over and check out the 4 short Ironman Denmark videos that I did that show you how I got to this Kona start line in the first place. But for those that know, what's happened in the 7 weeks between Copenhagen and Kona? Well, firstly it was working out how the hell we were going to afford this, not just the race, but also recognising it was a once in a lifetime opportunity for the family to join me in Hawaii. After Copenhagen though, I took a full week off, put a little bit of fat on, and then luckily for me, we had a holiday to Spain planned anyway, so it was a great week for the legs to recover and also spend some time with the family. But a little bit more on how the legs are a little bit later on. Also during those 7 weeks, on top of the normal day job, we had a huge work event. It took weeks and weeks of graft and planning and lots of travel nationally to get that off the ground. So it was an extremely tiring and draining event, but it was absolutely worth it and really helped put us on the map. Secondly, and again months ago, I booked tickets to go to the Ryder Cup. So not ideal, but a fantastic opportunity to spend some time with friends, have a beer, chill out, and obviously enjoy what is one of the world's best sports events. Of course, Europe winning it also kind of helped as well. So it was very much worth it. So as you can tell, the last 7 weeks have been far from ideal in terms of preparation. However, the most worrying thing was the quad strain that I thought I had, once all the swelling had gone down, turned out to be an actual quad tear of about 2 to 3 inches. My physio said normally that would be 6 to 8 weeks of rest and rehab, but of course let's get you in shape for Kona. My feet were also taking an absolute battering from Copenhagen, so they needed sorting too. However, I recognised that my training programme had got me in good shape in Denmark, so I just reloaded those final 6 weeks and built in a lot more rest and recovery, listening to the body whenever I needed it. I also needed to ensure that I had some good kit and also help with the finances in order to get out to Hawaii. So with the help of some new sponsors, it was soon time for me to board the big bird and head off to Hawaii. Can't wait. Except it felt like an eternity getting out to the actual island. It takes so long. Not leaving, not coming home. Hi team, as you can see, looking slightly worse for wear today. First proper day here in Hawaii. Feeling very jet lagged. It was worked out about 31 hours door to door and slept for only about 3 or 4 of those. So yeah, a little bit jet lagged, but purposely trying to get onto local time as quickly as I can. As you can probably hear and see, I've also got straight down to the pool, more to wake myself up than anything else, but then intended on going out and spinning over the legs a little bit later. So yeah, as I say, I think in any of these trips, the quicker you can get onto local time, the better, and go and sort of, view your surroundings and stuff. I'm quite a distance on what seems to be a much steeper hill than I thought, from the actual sort of epicenter of everything, but looking forward to getting down there and exploring a little bit later. team, and welcome to the beautiful slopes of Hawaii. Just on my way back now. I just did a swim session, very cool, getting the sighting sorted, and also there was a coffee boat about 500 meters from shore, which was just awesome. So yeah, as you can see, beautiful sea line there. Where that ferry is over there is kind of in line with where all things Ironman Kona takes place and where the pier is, so all very cool. But where I'm staying is all uphill, so it's about 3.5 miles from the town with some serious gradients, so I have to be quite tactical about where and when I go into town. But it's all good, I wouldn't swap it. Physically not in a great place, sadly. Massive fatigue and also a quad tear that was diagnosed a few weeks ago from Copenhagen as well. So I think the hills are just gonna end me, but I'm genuinely fine with it. Mentally, I'm in a great place. Can't not be really when you're here. And I'm just really privileged to obviously be out here. So I'm hoping come race day that race mode takes over and I feel, you know, better than I think I am. But all the training stuff so far has not been particularly good. But as I say, mentally in a wonderful spot and just can't wait to get racing. The other thing to point out, sorry for the sirens, the other thing to point out is, as you can see, gorgeous, sunny, bloody hot day, as my t-shirt might show you. But over there on the hills, what's been happening is this has been rolling in the afternoon. So selfishly as a runner, if I am still in decent shape, that's awesome because it's going to be a lot cooler and a lot nicer for the run. So we'll see how it goes, but yeah, just absolutely stoked. Can't believe I'm here. Welcome to another beautiful day here in Hawaii, and you join me in my Airbnb place, which as you can see is pretty beautiful. And as I said the other day, the only issue is that I'm a good 3.5 miles from it and it's all downhill for the way there, but obviously what goes down must come up for the way back. So with 48 hours until the cannon goes off, today I am intending on near enough a complete rest day. Normally it would be, but I'm trying to soak up the event and the atmosphere as much as I can. So I'm going to freewheel all the way down, do the crazy pants run with my pal, and then grab some breakfast, and then very easy cycle back up. Tomorrow I'll spin the legs out a little bit better, get some race pace going so that I'm ready for race morning. The other thing I wanted to share as well, and I do this even back home, so in the 2 days running up to a race, I'll always try and be up at least an hour and a half before the race time on the Sunday or the Saturday. I do that so that I don't feel sluggish. I think if you have lay-ins and try and rest and recover through sleep, that's fine, but it means just go to bed earlier. Don't oversleep, because otherwise you'll find come race morning you're not going to feel particularly great, or certainly that's my very humble opinion. So anyway, let's crack on with the day. Say good morning, JB. Pants time. Race day eve. As you can see, I'm already in the tri-suit, so I will be doing my usual brick easy, but with just a few short efforts thrown in. Stuff this morning as I do, doesn't matter if it's sprint, Olympic, and obviously right through to Ironman. The only exception to that rule is that also today I'm going to throw in a little sea swim as well. Still not 100% sorted on the sighting, because it's off at a sort of funny angle. So I just want to make sure that for the first 400 meters, because it's a massive washing machine, that actually I'm going in the right direction at least. So yeah, so we'll do that today. And the other key thing for today, slightly different to the norm, is I'm upping all my salt. So I started that yesterday, drinking lots of sort of precision hydration stuff that I use, and getting the salt into the system. So starting all of the loading today rather than tomorrow. So yeah, let's get cracking. Slightly overcast on the day before, and if it's like this tomorrow afternoon on the run, we'll absolutely take that, I think. But yeah, so as you can tell, race day eve, did the last session this morning, so went in for a very easy swim as I said I would. Bike session, run session, everything feeling good. I've got some horrendous mosquito bites on my leg, which I hadn't planned for, that I'm desperately trying to get rid of, particularly a very nasty kind of ping pong sized one on my hamstring. But other than that, injury seems to be holding up okay, but I'm still in the same headspace that I was before. So really just privileged to be one of the 1%. They mentioned at the briefing last night, 250,000 people entered Ironman this year hoping to qualify for Kona, and only 1% of them got in. So feeling genuinely really privileged and really motivated regardless of what I do. So it's a thing that people say a lot, but it's genuinely true for me. I really want to complete and I want to enjoy it. I want to feel like I crossed that line under my own steam, really feeling like I've signed off in the best possible way. Anything else than that is going to be a bonus, so I'm just going to see how it all holds up and feels on the day. So yeah, nothing much to do now. We're just going to get packing, get the stuff down. We've got to leave the bike and all the bags overnight down there, which is slightly different to obviously Copenhagen, where I could at least bring one of the bags home. So everything has to stay down there overnight. So yeah, just ensuring that we get the right kit, right nutrition, everything's packed up, and there's not a lot more you can do. Morning everyone, it's about 4:30 at the moment. Slept pretty well actually. I'm at my Power Gym's apartment rather than heading up to my Airbnb, so he's not far at all from the start line, and given we need to be in transition for about 5 o'clock, it just made sense. So going to have some breakfast here and then head back down. 3 reasons. First was wanting to get in there early so we could put the fuel on the bikes, but also because of the afternoon heat leaving the bikes in racking, it totally deflated the tyres rather than risk blowout, so we need to go back in to get them pumped up. And obviously don't know what the situation is with track pumps, but we've been told that it's good, and there'll be plenty of them. And then the last thing was having the ability to watch the pros go off as well. So all of that combined with the major factor of there's no seeding or ranking of swims. You just need to find your position as early as you can. So for the guys looking to go sub 1 hour, that's another reason to get down there early and get into the water so that your elbows can be out and you can float your legs as best you possibly can before that cannon goes off. So yeah, super excited. Let's get going.